Oh no.
This stop tells the story of Chelo, a woman whose life took a frightening turn after a seemingly harmless acquisition. In 2012, Chelo bought a peculiar cult pendant, supposedly related to the enigmatic Aleister Crowley. Coincidentally, around that same time, he was struggling with an addiction. Since then, a series of unexpected, inexplicable events have been his constant shadow. But the most alarming thing happened recently on June 5th, 2025. While Chelo was at home busy washing the dishes, some strange noises alerted her from the hallway. The feeling of unease was so strong that she decided to start recording with her phone. What she captured is frankly chilling.
Okay, I'm so crazy, right? Here we go. Baby's terrified. Hold on. I know you're okay, Pasa.
First, there were some banging sounds. Then the door at the end of the hallway started opening and closing by itself, over and over again. The camera on his phone was distorting and shaking for no apparent reason. But what really put her on alert was her dog's reaction, who ran away terrified and whimpering. Chelo is convinced that something is connected to her, something that follows her everywhere. This clip was recorded late at night in the quiet kitchen of a house. The woman who lives here says that she often feels as if someone or something is watching her. But tonight she managed to capture the terrifying activity with her camera. She enters the kitchen, puts down a glass, and blows out a candle when suddenly a cabinet door swings open and slams shut with incredible force, apparently on its own. At first, she seems to ignore it, but a few moments later, while the dishwasher's running, the cabinet opens again. Suddenly, this time even more violently, startled and scared to death, she runs out of the kitchen. What is opening those doors? Is it just faulty hinges or something much more sinister? Now let's travel back a few days to July 3rd, 2025 and meet Captain Casket, a man with a fascination that we could say is rather peculiar. He has been in this current house for almost a year without any incidents, and he loves collecting strange objects and macabre ones, many of them coming from funeral homes with a clear connection to the deceased. One day, a friend brought him more of these unsettling curiosities, and just a few days later, the atmosphere in his house changed drastically. While filming a video about these strange experiences, something was captured that would chill him to the bone.
He lived in this house for probably close to a year now, and I've never had something happened here. I've never once thought there was any kind of strange things happening or ghosts or anything like that until a couple weeks ago when I was given these like lab grade things like test tubes. And these are like a legit Pyrex brand, like super high quality glassware, right? It came from my birthday party at home. So the other day I was in my room and I started to hear like clink, and I don't see any movement, but I hear it. And it's like obviously those So I didn't think too much about it. And then, a few days later, I started seeing little shadows. On the south side of my vision, I peek over while watching television and wonder, what's going on here? I mean, like, my sleep has not been as good.
While Captain Casket was talking about the paranormal activity, a dark figure moved behind his door, completely unnoticed by him. Soon after, he heard strange voices echoing through the house.
Has hecho muchas investigaciones de fantasmas, electronic voice phenomenon, análisis. Sabes exactamente de lo que hablo cuando digo que esa es la calidad. That's the perfect example. The same one.
He showed that in that corner, there was no space to hang a jacket, nor for a person to stand, surrounded by his macabre objects. A few days later, while painting, he noticed a dark figure upstairs and decided to record it.
Hello? What the fuck?
I heard noises where I saw the shadow, and as I approached, the door opened by itself. Captain Casket didn't hesitate. He turned and left immediately. After collecting these objects and experiencing such events, he is completely convinced that something is haunting his home. Let's hope to hear news soon. This clip was recorded in a quiet house where the owner claims to hear strange music late at night. She says that the unsettling sound of a piano sometimes echoes through the house, even though no one is playing. Tonight she investigates, but things don't go as expected.
What happens?
We hear the faint sound of a piano as she enters the room where she is, but there's no one there. Confused, she heads to the basement, where the sound now seems to come from, but as she nears the piano, the music abruptly stops. Then, suddenly several objects in the room fall on their own, causing her to flee in terror. Now is the moment. Subscribe and like this video in 5 seconds. If you don't do it, this entity will come tonight. This story moves to a remote place. On July 5th, 2025, a group of friends explored an abandoned silo at night. The silence was suddenly broken by something that left them stunned. A girl's voice asking for help.
Huh?
It came from the dark depths of the place. It was a strangely calm voice saying she had lost her friends. The boys, with a hint of suspicion, asked her if she was a skin changer. She simply repeated in the same unchanging voice, "I lost my friends." It wasn't the desperate tone of someone truly trapped. Realizing that something wasn't right, they turned around and ran away from the place. Because of the silo's size and darkness, many think these places shelter imitators or skin changers. What do you think? This next video was filmed late at night in a quiet yard. The owners say that they have often felt watched in this place, but this time the camera actually caught something strange. At first, everything seems very normal. A single chair remains still in the yard, but then, with no one nearby, the chair starts to slide forward by itself. It feels like something is sitting in it and pushing it across the floor. The following investigation comes from the well-known team led by Alberto Del Arco. They explored a place believed to have belonged to a witch. The locals claim that strange rituals used to be performed here, and that even today, eerie sounds and shadowy figures are reported inside.
Can't you see there's something in the trash can? No, here.
No.
Here I go.
This isn't...
No, the plant isn't. No, but it's around here. It's around here. How curious. Oh man, I swear. I swear, I hope you have that, because I saw over there a small person. I couldn't tell if it was a boy or girl. You can hear when. And no, we're not ready for a push. We're not in any shape for a push. Honestly.
Again, Pero. And louder. Here the smell is even stronger.
Okay, what smells bad? What did you see here?
I didn't hear. I heard something from here.
What did he say? Look, we can.
First, as he looks ahead, a dark, shadowy figure becomes clearly visible, and a loud, eerie sound echoes in the background. As he enters the empty classroom, another strange, unsettling noise is heard.
Yes, Sal, are we?
Where are they? And how many are there?
Are you still there? There he is, go, there he is.
He's starting to act like...
Cold, right? Yeah, does it feel really cold?
Does it feel cold down here? Yeah, does it feel cold?
Yeah, does it feel okay? Bad?
Are you here? Where is something falling? Does it feel really cold here?
Are you here with us?
A faint but clear whisper in the recorded audio suggests a terrifying nearby presence. When one of the team members asks a question out loud, the REMPOD device suddenly starts going off on its own.
With a little box?
Where is it coming from?
Listen, listen.
Yes, she went crazy. She went crazy.
Oh, do you know what Beto is doing?
Why?
Is he blinking like that?
Finally, while standing near the stairs, LREMPOD goes off again, reacting to something that can't be seen. A man recently shared a terrifying video that a friend sent him, recorded with a home security camera. In the recording, the basement door swings open all by itself. No one can be seen. But that's not even the worst part. He asks viewers to turn up the volume. What's happening? If you do it, you faintly hear a whisper or low growl from the basement just before the door opens. The man claims that this is the second time it has happened to him, months apart and without any logical explanation. No wind, drafts, or pets, just an empty hallway and something waiting downstairs for him. Tell me, would you go downstairs? This other video was recorded by a woman who claims that very strange things have been happening in her house. She says she often hears footsteps and doors moving by themselves, but this time she recorded it all. What happens next will leave you completely terrified. We see her working in a room when suddenly the door that was open slams shut. Frightened, she tries to open it, but then several objects in the room suddenly fall, as if someone or something had thrown them. Completely terrified, she runs out of the room. Now let's hear the story of Sara, a woman who was cleaning an old asylum completely alone while she was doing her chores. Some strange noises broke the silence. At that moment, she took out her phone and started recording.
Again, they're being heard.
A lot of noises.
See where that noise is coming from? Listen, it's like someone is going to scream like they're talking.
Nobody.
You can hear someone screaming. I think it's from here. Hey, sometimes you can hear the wheelchairs like they're moving, like they're talking.
What could it be? What could it be? Oh no!
What is that?
Oh no!
Now look.
It can't be. It can't be. Did you hear?
Now I did. Now I really felt someone touch me.
have to go? The damn Leon won't open.
Thank God, I wanted to hear a lot of noise. I'm going to have to go get my daughter.
Open up! It won't open!
Then, in just a matter of seconds, a food cart slid across the room by itself while the elevator suddenly stopped responding. But the activity didn't end there. A few days later, Sara woke up at home around 3 a.m. after hearing strange noises. Watch very closely.
No way, I don't know if you can hear. The trash can. Hey, the damn trash can. It opens and shuts on its own. You can hear it. What can I do? No way. What the hell is it?
Oh, was that heard? Oh!
No way, what is this? It's the trash can opening and closing by itself.
No!
Man, just why the hell is it doing that?
The lid of the trash can in his bathroom started opening by itself. It wasn't a big display of activity, but Sara's family is very worried about her. They fear that something followed her from work to home and that this is just the beginning of something much worse. A real ghost? Or maybe it's not. I'll let you judge for yourself. This other clip was recorded in a kitchen where a young woman says she's been feeling uneasy lately. She says she often senses someone behind her.
But never.
Tonight, her greatest fear will come true, and it will be recorded. In the clip, she places a plate on the dining table. Suddenly, someone yanks her hair from behind, pulling her backward
And making
her fall to the ground. Strangely, no one can be seen in the room, yet it seems clear that someone or something grabbed her violently. This is the story of Tara, a woman haunted by the unexplainable her whole life. Since childhood, she saw shadows and heard strange noises at home. Her mother, who also had paranormal experiences as a child, believed her immediately.
It's a true ghost story. Believe that whatever it is has followed me.
A few years ago, until he moved to a new house in the countryside. After some time in his new home, his pets started behaving strangely, staring at the ceiling and standing still. A few days later, Tara noticed odd scratch marks on the ceiling beneath her attic, and things only got worse from there. I'm
On the phone with my stepdad today, he asked, "Who's with you?" I said, "No one." "Why?" He replied, "Who's that guy talking?" I'm like, "I'm here alone? What do you mean?" He's like, "There's a man talking as loud as you right now." And I was like...
Later, he found scratches on one of the second-floor windows. At first, they seemed to come from inside, but they were actually on the outside.
I don't know what she's saying, but it seems that it has like 4 letters, maybe. I have this on the other side of the window. You can see it, the second side. But I'll show you, these are definitely on the other side of the window because I can clean them and clean them and clean them. 100% on the other side. The only other strange thing to note is that I've been hearing loud noises. Am I screwing myself over? Is it Jackie?
Oh my god, thank God. Thank you. Thank you.
I'm sorry, dude. You just scared the holy shit out of... After seeing the scratches on the window, the door of a closet suddenly opened behind her and more scratching sounds were heard. Tara is convinced that it's the same entity that has followed her throughout her life. Is Tara being haunted by something evil, or is it all an elaborate hoax? You decide. This documented case comes from the popular paranormal investigation group Overnights. The investigation takes place in what the locals call the Devil's Hospital, a place that has been abandoned for a long time and is said to be cursed. Regardless of your belief in ghosts, what happened to this group in the hospital that night was truly terrifying.
Is there going to be any harm done to us?
Today, this entire building is filled with rain. Where do we want to go? Should we leave?
Let me zoom in on the room. Back. Wait, I thought the room had a light.
Yeah, okay, do you see it?
Two? At the end of the room, there's a light that keeps appearing. It's kind of bright.
Yes, no.
Look, I know there's a street nearby. They're not headlights. At the end of the room, there's a light that keeps appearing.
It's like a glow.
Yeah, no man, that's insane. I can see it pulsing.
Yes. Strong?
No, I'm not following what?
Church.
Hello, sir. This is the word believe. Like, let me tell you about my religion.
Hold on.
At first, we hear recordings coming out of the spirit box, faint and unclear voices. A dark shadow suddenly appears before the camera. While the team discusses what they're hearing, the REM pod device starts beeping insistently over and over, as if something invisible is responding or warning them.
Everything's up, even when we just turned on the Ovulus.
What?
Oh, a heavy static.
That sounded like a slip.
From the beginning, we've heard everything upstairs, even when we just turned on the ovule.
What?
Oh, a heavy static.
That sounded like a slip.
Okay, so here.
What?
What's the most amazing thing about what you said about hearing things on the stairs? A
Cat ball or something? But I know there's no cat ball there. It just sounds like a really tiny cat ball.
Yeah, I think it's the component inside of it because it's wow. That's not supposed to be a thing.
I thought it was just the shoulder.
Dude, this is crazy. This is crazy.
Good job, Congo Lion. We're amazed, brother.
It was like I was very close to...
You? Yes, it was like I was gonna turn around. And there was someone there, like, right?
That came from the same direction.
Like it sounded like I was gonna turn and there was just gonna be someone standing right there, just like...
While the team is talking among themselves, a sudden loud and sharp bang echoes, almost as if something is sliding. Moments later, strange tapping sounds start coming from different directions. Events unfold so quickly that everyone is left on edge.
Stay still, dude. What? There were only 2 taps behind me. Chat, I was like, I'm sure I heard something. And then, boom.
It fell on Elton's face. Was it burning your face? Now it has this putrid smell. And the confirmation that yes.
Oh my god.
Me, literally.
While one of them is sitting on the couch, a strange bang suddenly sounds behind him, unsettling and unnatural. Then, loud bangs start coming from another room, getting more and more intense.
¿Es la primera vez que esto ha subido en un tiempo? Sam.
He places the REM pod and asks, "Are you called Sam?" The device sounds almost immediately.
Like, just precisely.
Right, he's literally standing.
Finally, when the team enters the bedroom, the REM pod starts going off once again, indicating some kind of presence in that place. During a nighttime investigation, a team of paranormal experts sets up in a room that is supposedly haunted. They claim to have experienced strange noises and seen shadowy figures here before. But this time they bring a spirit box to try to communicate, and what they capture will definitely not leave you indifferent. Thank you.
What's wrong?
The team sits quietly asking questions into the darkness as the spirit box crackles with static. Suddenly, clear and unsettling voices begin to answer the questions, as if someone really is there with them. One of the investigators even seems visibly affected, looking around as if he could feel a presence very close by. Are these random spirit box noises or proof of something in the dark? Share your thoughts in the comments.